Hello. Happy Tuesday. I don't know what day it is for you, but for me it's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday with Tuesdays. Every Tuesday I upload a new video for you and I read you a new chapter of one of my books. So today we are in, oh my gosh, you had no idea. But yes, you did, because you probably watched the last video and were like, blink, right to the next one. So, happy next video. Welcome. This today will be chapter 9 of Savage Heart, which is book 1 in the Savage Hearts series. So, which is 5 books long. So today we're going to read chapter 9, and I'm excited because I have not read this book since since I published it 4 years ago. And I will be just as surprised as you are, because my long-term memory is shockingly poor. So, get cozy, get something delicious to drink, or do something that makes you feel like you are being read to and it is a nice, like, cozy experience for you. For me, that is like some tea and like a cozy blanket, but whatever it is for you. And also, my animals might join us. Who knows? I have some cats and a dog and like 10,000 children. So, like, who knows? It's gonna be a fun video. I can already tell. Chapter 9, Silent Road Trip, Cruise. I'm not the type to need senseless chatter while I drive. I should be grateful for the quiet, but the absence of Rafi's usual incessant ramblings sets my teeth on edge. This woman is throwing off our dynamic with her silence. Santos is in the back seat beside her. He's been a wolf for most of the morning, leaning into her touch each time she smooths her hand over his fur. I can't decide why I hate this, but I do. I've never seen Santos show interest in a woman before. It's only been 2.5 years since he's been introduced to silverware and shampoo. Ava fawned over Santos when she educated him on proper society. I thought he would fall for my sister for sure. All the soldiers stand taller when she walks into the barracks. Yet Santos took no romantic interest in her, the daughter of the chief. It's just as well, since Dad adopted him a month after he was liberated from the Calcoo. But this woman, the daughter of no one, he can't be parted from. I don't get it. It's cloudy. The weather is always gloomy when I'm agitated. But as I can see the sun in the distance, the overcast atmosphere all around us is that much more irksome. Dad would tell me to meditate. Try to let some things go so my moods don't interfere with nature this much. I'm positive the quiet will break Rafi before me. Or maybe not. At hour 5, I finally splinter the silence. Who wants what for lunch? I need to refuel and stretch my legs. Rafi looks at me like I'm crazy. You seriously think stopping is a good idea? Our tail is still 2 cars behind us. I swerve slightly with the shock and adjust my rearview mirror to see what Rafi's talking about. Sure enough, the camo-dressed members of the Calcoo foot soldiers are a couple cars behind us. I swear under my breath. How long have they been following us? Rafi turns to frown at me. 3 hours? You really didn't notice? I thought you were playing it safe and leading them toward the tribe so we have more backup. I glower at him in lieu of an answer, which brings us back to that uncomfortable silence. I didn't notice. I didn't see something that was obvious for 3 whole hours. I don't know what my problem is, but it stops now. I pull off the freeway and keep a steady pace. I have no intention of relying on the tribe for help fighting off this handful of Calcoo. There are children in the tribe. Plus, Tio Bruno would look down on me if I brought the intruders onto our land instead of handling them myself. If the Calcoo want to follow us, I'm going to find out why. I'm also going to find out how they tracked us down in the first place. I can't have this hanging over our heads. They must have found a way to track Adelita. Give me your phone, Adelita. She doesn't do as I say, which bothers me to no end. Instead, she digs into her purse and hands her device to Santos, placing it in his maw. It's a blatant display, an outright defiance to make a point that she doesn't trust me. Right now, there are bigger fish to fry than her petulance. Santos has been a wolf all morning, keeping to his silence. While I know he heals faster in his wolf form, His choice feels like a purposeful silence because I hurt Adelita. Rafi, check her phone for a tracker. I may have missed it. I pulled one out, but if there's a second, I didn't see it. Tracker? She echoes, her small voice finally making an appearance. The Calcu put a tracker on my phone? Santos deposits the device in Rafi's palm, who pries off the back to examine the circuitry. The one I took out I smashed far from the motel, but still they found you. Adelita's arm is angled, so I'm fairly certain she's got her hand in her lap, finally taking a break from petting Santos. Why do you assume it's me? Couldn't the Calcu be keeping tabs on you? I mean, you were also at the clinic. Finally, she speaks to me, and all it does is remind me how little she knows about the world that's been bubbling beneath the surface of her suburban life. I grip the steering wheel while Rafi thumbs through her apps. Only Calcu with a death wish would target me. I've killed more of them than anyone. Seems like you'd be the perfect person to target. Nice try. She scoffs. Excuse me? I know what you're trying to do. You're diverting the attention from yourself so we don't pry into why the Calcu want you. You think I don't know... Excuse me. You think I don't know you know exactly why they're after you? I don't know why I had trouble with that sentence. She shifts in her seat, and for the life of me, I cannot understand why she's not wearing a bra. I mean, I didn't mean to get her a black t-shirt a size too small, but with each uneven patch on the road, her breasts bounce like they're trying to distract me. Santos's head rests on her thigh like she's his owner or something. His nose lifts so he can lick the underside of her chin. She only smiles for him this morning and runs her fingers over his fur. Does she understand that he's kissing her? His neck brushes against hers and I struggle not to snap. Though what I could say, I have no idea. It's her mouth that breaks me out of that train of thought, thank goodness. How would I possibly know something like that? I'm a therapist. Nothing more exciting than that. I didn't even know those people existed until yesterday. My jaw ticks. You think I don't know when I'm being lied to? Rafi casts me a look of sheer exasperation at the sharpness of my tone. Wouldn't hurt to check the car for trackers once we deal with our tail. Unbelievable. The trust in my ability to lead is crumbling left and right, all because Adelita can't seem to grasp that I am the one who rescued her. I am the one in charge. I am the one who was at the right place at the right time to intervene when the Calcu attacked her. Rafi hisses as he taps on her phone. What's the plan, Cruz? They're closing in on us. My eyes flicker back to the mirror, which is where they should have been. My stomach sinks when I notice it's not just one car now, but two that aren't playing coy any longer. One's on our right, with his front bumper a few feet behind mine, and the other's readying to close in on the left. Buckle up, I warn. Santos turns back into a man form and holds up his finger to pause my attack on the cars. He unbuckles Adelita and slides her to the middle seat, fastening her in place again before giving me a nod. He's got one hand on the back of my seat and the other gripping Adelita's headrest. What's happening? Adelita frets. Santos, what are you doing? I know what he's doing. I only wish I knew if him using his body as a shield for her will be worth it. The moment Adelita's belt is in place, I swerve into the left lane, clipping the offending car enough to spin it off its course. Adelita's scream goes straight into my spine, tightening everything inside of me. We know not to tense when we hit another car, but I forget too many things as I correct our trajectory. When the driver on my right veers too near Rafi, my blood boils. Come after Adelita? Sure. But Rafi has been by my side since we were young. Rafi turns on his dragon characteristics, since those are more difficult to penetrate. I jerk the car perhaps a little too hard, smashing them clear off the road and into the ditch. If they can get their car out of there, it'll be a miracle. My car's fine, and theirs is dented like tinfoil. How it should be. Thank you, SUVs, built for soccer moms and defenders of tribes. I blow out a breath in a long stream before Rafi speaks. It's her they're after. Found spyware on her phone. intercepted the data stream and sent it to my phone instead. We'll be able to hear everything they've recorded and how long they've been listening in. What? Adelita croaks. Her eyes are wide with betrayal, as if she can't believe someone would dare violate her precious privacy. Why are they listening to my phone calls? You'd know better than us. She leans forward, so near Santos she could practically be in his arms. Does this look like a woman in the know? I grip the steering wheel, my teeth on edge, as the car I clipped finally rights itself and peels after us. I'm guessing it's got something to do with you knowing Santiago. She clams up again, but I can see she's finally starting to understand that there's a much bigger world than she realized. Her secrets will do her no good if she's captured. I try to keep my hands steady on the wheel, but when the rear windshield blows out from the force of a brick through the glass, her scream tears a new hole through my resolve. I jerk the car to the side of the road, throw it into park, and launch myself out. Rafi's tight on my heels, running with me toward the car that's driving with a wobbly wheel. If they want her, they'll have to go through us. Only they don't go through us. I swear, in a sharp burst as they veer around us and head straight for my car. Rafi cries out as we turn directions and bolt for Santos and Adelita, who are still in the vehicle. My heart leaps up in my throat, choking me with all the ways I would never recover if anything ever happened to Santos. I see Santos's life flash before my eyes, but just before they ram the back of my car, a flash of their brake lights give me hope. They still bump my car, but not enough to kill on impact. They don't want to kill her, I realize. They want to take her. They fling open their doors, knives drawn as they dart out. 2 men in the back run at Rafi and me, no doubt to slow us down. The other 2 go for my car, throwing open the back door and yelling at Santos and Adelita to come out now. They know her name. They knew where we'd be. The Calcu women of value. The Calcu collect women of value to their dark purposes. No matter what Adelita says, it's undeniable that she is valuable to the Calcu. That is the end of chapter 9. Yikes. Thank you for muscling through with me when I got a little tongue-tied. Can you see why you pay good money for actual audiobook readers so that the layman like me do not have to be perfect, because we actually can't. So thank you very much for being gracious and listening while I read to you. So this book is available everywhere right now. It's free. As of the taping and upload of this video, it's free everywhere. The ebook, not the paperback, but the ebook is free. Savage Hearts by Mary E. Twomey. And I hope today that made your heart a little bit happy to be read to. And whatever you choose to read next, message me in the comments. Let me know what you're reading so that I can get some good recommendations. I'm trying to get to read 50 books this year. So if you suggest something really fun in the comments, maybe I'll pick it to read next. So thank you so much for adding some beauty and fun to my life, and I hope that this added a little bit of rest to yours.